This is post analysis video for the pair GBPCHF, Great Britain Pound and Swiss Franc, in which I have taken the trade today, 25th of January 2019, during my London session. Okay, so here I will elaborate why and how I have taken the trade and which point I considered for my entry. Okay, before going on, I want to clear, like, I have taken this trade purely based on supply and demand. Okay, so how I mark that area and and at which point I consider at my entry point, I will discuss all this thing here. So here we are. Okay, so I have taken this trade in 15 minutes, but before going ahead, I will go one time frame upper, like in 1 hour. So I look here what the big boys are saying, what the institutes are saying, where the money is flowing. So I found here the big boys are following in the north side. From yesterday, I have made a breach line here. Some guys can say, okay, this is a breach line. Okay, that as per your analysis. Okay, but for me, this is my breach line. Okay, the market was going north. During this rally to the north, I should look for, because the market is up, I should look for a supply where I can sell. But when I just analyzing when I was analyzing pair, I found the market was already here around this area. I can sell that, but it's better to look for a demand area because market is coming down. It's better to look for a demand area where you can buy, because market is already coming down. If you sell, for example, market is already here. Does it make any point to sell from here? It may reverse, because market start from here and you are selling here. You can get a good price to sell, so it's better to look for a buy. Let the market go south. Okay, so let me clear all this stuff. Okay, so market was here, so I was looking for a demand zone. Okay, if you look at this rally, you can find a demand zone here at this area. Okay, and you can also consider this area as demand zone. Two area almost near to each other, almost on the same point. Okay, so let's go to 50-minute and do some investigation. What area can be right for us to make an entry? So we go to our 50-minute. Okay, 1 hour work done. Now go back to 50-minute where we want to take the entry. Okay, so let's pick up first this box. Okay, here we are. We start. During this box, there was so much balance was going on, up and down, and suddenly after this candle, market start going into the north side. Can you see that? And this was the last. Oh, let me clear this. This was the last candle, seller's candle, who, when the market is going north, this candle saying I can take it down, but that candle doesn't have enough money who can control the buyers. Means something is imbalanced there. Something is trying. Who's saying I will take the market down, but no, who can stand up in front of big boy? So I will consider this area as my demand zone. But what is the peak? Sorry, peak is like high. What is the lowest point in this case? I will consider that as my stop loss. Okay, so let me clear all this thing. Sorry. Okay, so here I will pick my box and take my lowest point is this area. Okay, let me go. Okay, for understanding. Okay, this was my lowest area, so I will put my stop loss little bit down to it. Now let's talk about the entry. I can take my entry here on the touch of my box, or it's better to look for some confirmation, or if there's no confirmation, it's better to take the entry half in the half of the box. So here I took my entry, and also don't forget to calculate your spread and all these things. So it's like 14 and like 7 here. I'm 7, and I'm also calculating my spread, so at 1 pip spread, so I'm taking my entry here. I took my entry at this area, and talk about the stop loss. Took my stop loss, not just to touch this area, little bit far from this area. Okay, here, somewhere here. Okay, let's calculate the risk reward ratio. 1:2. I was just expecting 1:2, so it was 2 to 2, and it was 0. Here we go. So look, the price came down towards my stop loss. What if my stop loss is just touching this box? I got stop out. But that's why I put my stop loss little bit. Why? Because sometimes broker may hunt you. Sometimes, like Big was saying, they are just shaking, like it's like shaking the tree. Who have taken the entry for long, they will shake out them first, and they will go for where they want to go. So this is how I taken this trade based on supply and demand, and how I consider my entry point in the center of the box. So guys, don't and so this is all about the supply and demand here about this trade. So I will keep uploading more videos, more PA on the same thing. Okay, please guys, and thanks for watching this, and please guys, give your opinions on the same thing, if I miss something or I should consider in my mind during my supply and demand, because I'm also learning right now. Okay, so it's better, just as you're watching till end, please put your opinion here, and if you have some advice, please most welcome. Thank you guys.